Welcome to Yarn Creations by Lana. In today's video, let's make something very easy and just in time for Easter. You can use this in a variety of ways. You can make a banner out of it. You can use them on baskets. You can just place them all around your house. And you can use a variety of yarns. You can use some thick baby blanket yarn, or you can use regular number 4 worsted weight yarn. It's really up to you. Just grab the yarn you want to use. You need one solid color. You could make a variety of colors too. And I just have number 4 worsted weight for the little tail. That's all you need. Check your label and it'll tell you what size crochet hook you need for the yarn you're going to use. Now let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is make a magic ring. And remember, you can refer back to one of my videos on how to make a magic ring. There's a couple of ways. And you're going to chain one, and then you're going to do 8 single crochet in the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh goodness, I'm all thumbs today. 6, 7, 8. There you have 8 single crochet in the magic ring. You're going to take the short end of the yarn and pull it until you make a nice circle. That's the beginning ring. At this point, you may want to use a stitch marker so that you know the beginning of each round. But what I do for a very small project like this is I just use a little piece of yarn right in between there before I start row 2. That way I know exactly where it begins, and it's a little bit easier than using stitch markers because you don't have to clip and unclip them all the time. Now we're going to do 2 single crochet in each stitch all the way around, so you should end up with 16. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just finish all the way around. Now you will remove that stitch marker and put it right down next to the stitch you just finished, which will be 16 stitches all the way around. And in this row, you're going to do 1 single crochet in the first stitch and 2 in the second. 1, 2. Repeat that all the way around. 1 in the next stitch and then 2 in the next. Then you should have 24 stitches. So finish that row. At this point, we're going to quit working in rounds. We're going to work in rows, so you can disregard your stitch marker for now. You're going to single crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you want to chain 1 and turn your work. This is going to begin your rows. Now that you've turned your work, you chain 1 and turn. You're going to do 2 single crochet in the first stitch. Then you're going to single crochet in the second stitch, single crochet in the third, and 2 single crochet in the fourth stitch. Chain 1 and turn your work again. Now you will single crochet in each of these 6 stitches for the next 2 rows. Don't forget to chain 1 at the end. Six, chain 1, turn it, and do 6 across again. At the end of that row, you're going to chain 1 again and turn it back to the right side. And we're going to do a single crochet decrease in the first 2 stitches. I also have a video for that if you need a refresher. So decrease the first 2 stitches, single crochet in the next 2, and we're going to do a single crochet decrease in the last 2 stitches and chain 1. Now we're going to work down the side of the bunny. Remember that you chained one at the end of this row, and you're going to just put a few stitches, maybe 3, possibly 4, along the side here. Just find a place where you can insert your crochet hook and do a single crochet down the side. 2, it doesn't have to be exact. 3, I'm going to do 4. And then when we come to this part where the little V right here where the head meets the body, we're going to do 2 slip stitches. So you're going to put one here, which is at the end of the top portion, and then you're going to do one here into the round right here. Now, since you've done that, that just helps maintain a really smooth transition. Now that you've done that, we're going to do 2 single crochet in the next stitch to make up for what you did with a slip stitch, and now you're going to just single crochet 1 all the way around until you get to that other little V where you'll have to make a smooth transition. So let's finish up and do everything except the last stitch in that round. Now that you've gone all the way around, I think I told you to leave 1 stitch, leave 2. Because what you're going to do is you're going to mimic the other sides. So in the second to the last stitch in the round, we're going to do 2 single crochet. Then in the last stitch, you're going to do a slip stitch. And then right there where the head and body are joined, you're going to do another slip stitch. Then if you did 4 single crochet on this side, you're going to do 4 on this side the same way. 3 and 4. Now we should be able to start working on the ears. Now this is what your work should look like so far. Now we're going to chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now in your third chain from the hook, you're going to single crochet 1. In the next chain, you're going to do a half double. Then you're going to do a double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Then you're going to do 1 more half double. Now you're done with that ear. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a single crochet in the next stitch. That'll help hold your ear up. And a single crochet in the next. And then we're going to chain 9 and repeat the ear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Don't forget the third chain from the hook, you're going to do a single. In the next, you're going to do a half double. And then in the next 3 stitches, you're going to do a double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and then another half double. And then all you do is make a single crochet in the last stitch over here. And there you've completed your bunny. Now all you have to do is let's cut this thread and pull it through. And then we'll go around the back and tuck that thread in. See how this wants to make a little hole right here? When I tuck the thread in, sometimes I'll loop it in so that it will close that little hole up. So let's tuck in our ends. I have my needle threaded and I'm turned it around so that I'm working on the back side. Watch, you can just loop it right from one side to the other and connect those. It's personal preference. If you don't want to do it that way, you don't have to. And then remember, you're going to want to just weave it in where the yarn is pretty dense so that it won't slide out. And then you're going to cut this one. And then we're going to thread the needle and just weave this in. Now that you have finished your bunny, let's give him a cute little fluffy tail. All you need is some white yarn, whatever you'd like to use. Let's cut a little piece for tying it and connecting it to the bunny. Then just grab anything around your house. It doesn't have to be any particular size. The bigger object you use, the more trimming you might have to do, but you'll also get a bigger pom-pom. And the more you wind it around, the fluffier it will be. So let's wind this around a whole bunch. It can be a little tricky to tie it, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So let's cut that here. Now you're just going to slip that off this block, and you're going to tie it about halfway. You do not have to be exact, because if it's crooked, you can just trim it up. So let's tie this around here. Tie it in a good knot so it won't come loose. Hang on to your thread that you just tied. Take your scissors and start clipping the ends. They also have pom-pom makers. You can easily use one of those if you have one. Cut all those ends. And then you're simply going to start trimming it. See, at first it's kind of wild and crazy, and you can use it like that. You're welcome to do whatever you'd like. Give it some really fun looks. You can make a multicolored bunny. You can make a multicolored tail. There's all kinds of ideas you can do. Let's just trim it up a little bit. There, that's good enough for right now. Okay, now we're going to connect it to the bunny. So all you're going to do now, this just requires looping it through to the back. I connected it to one of those pieces of yarn. Go right through to the back, pull your needle out, thread the other one, and you're going to just slip this one. Make sure there's a stitch. Let's see if I can make sure you see this. Make sure there's a stitch in between the two pieces of yarn that you have looped to the back. So that way, when you flip it over, remove your needle and tie it, it'll have something to catch onto. And I just tie it in a nice knot. Now, if you use this fluffy yarn, you can cut it very close and you won't even see it. If you use a regular number 4 worsted weight, you might want to tuck in the ends, but it's up to you. I'm just going to cut it. And there you have it, a nice little bunny for Easter. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you like your little creation. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my page, and feel free to share this video. Happy Easter, and until next time, happy crocheting.